Hearing none, the minutes are going to be approved by unanimous consent. You should have looked at the agenda before today. Is there any objection to approving the agenda as presented? Hearing none, the agenda is approved by unanimous consent. We do not have anyone signed up for public comment. Would any of you like to? Okay. No? All right. We'll move right along then. The first item for approval is critical needs subjects and schools for employment of retired educators 25-26. Michael?
Yes, ma'am.
Is up. It's your time.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So we are bringing the information for critical needs of retired educators to exempt them from the salary earnings cap of $10,000. In this, we are also bringing a recommendation for an amendment to add an area, and I'll talk about that at the end. In this new document, it's based on three separate things. It's based on the schools that were identified and approved by the state board at our last meeting. That was for the purpose of teacher loan forgiveness. Then we add in all CTE centers in the state. And then we look at supermajority, so all districts where at least 67% of the schools meet that criteria become a supermajority district, and any retired teacher would meet then requirements at any school in a supermajority district. What we are recommending as an amendment this year is to also add adult ed programs. This has come as a request from districts to help them with staffing by kind of clarifying and making this an addition to CTE centers. So although there's no specific content or certification field, required for teaching at an adult ed center unless you're teaching a college credit course like the English, biology courses, you do have to be a certified educator. By adding all the adult ed centers to our list, that would clarify to any educator who's seeking to retire and thinking about coming back that they would not be subject to that $10,000 limitation. So that is a recommendation that we just added in, and you should have that information in front of you as well.
We do. Are there any questions of Michael? This is a good thing if you're a retired educator. This is
Yes,
a good
ma'am.
thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Is there a motion to approve the critical needs subjects in schools for employment of retired educators for the 25-26 school year? A motion to approve? Okay, you're on.
Madam Chair, I make the motion to approve.
Is there a second?
I second Beverly Frierson.
Okay, Beverly Fryer, second the motion. All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? The motion carries. Thank you, Michael. Our next item is New Educator Preparation Program, the Columbia International University's Masters of Education and Educational Leadership. Jessica.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I come to you with the first of 3 program approvals. The first of these is a new program from Columbia International University, a Master of Education and MED in Educational Leadership. Pursuant to South Carolina Code 592620, this authorizes the State Board of Education the ability to develop and implement the plans for continuous improvement of the standards for program approval of undergraduate and graduate programs that prepare candidates for teacher certification. This new program from CIU seeks to provide certification for candidates in the field of principalship, so elementary and secondary. The program proposal was received by the State Department of Education in August of 2024. That proposal then went through a rigorous external peer review process. It was then voted for preliminary approval by the External Peer Review Committee. It then was sent to the PRC, where it was reviewed and voted on for approval, and that then brings it to you. So the South Carolina Department of Education recommends approval of CIU's MED in Educational Leadership for the certification of candidates in the fields of elementary and secondary principal.
Are there any questions of Jessica?
I'm not on this committee, but I have a question. I don't know if you can answer it or not, but looking through it, there were 6 hours of internship. Is that just regular 6 hours of internship for the whole program?
So yes, ma'am. So they would need to have an internship in either elementary or secondary principalship. And
For
so-
just 6 hours?
Six college
credit?
semester
Okay.
hours. Okay.
It was a little confusing because it
Sorry.
just said 6 hours. so-
Oh, I'm sorry, I did not
Okay, that
understand.
makes more sense.
Sorry. Great question. Sorry. No, you're fine. Sorry, I was just confused. Sorry, I get a little nervous.
Is there a motion to approve the new educator preparation program at Columbia International University, Master of Education and Educational Leadership?
Madam Chair, I make the motion to approve the request.
Beverly Frierson, I second the motion.
The motion has been made and second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. The motion carries. I think you're still up.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you,
All right,
ma'am.
our next item is new educator preparation program approval recommendation for North Greenville University Postmaster's Program in Administration and Supervision. That's a long title.
Yes,
Looks like
ma'am.
we could-
Yes, ma'am, it is. So I come to you today to seek the approval of North Greenville University, or NGU's, Postmaster's Program in Administration and Supervision. So NGU has developed what would be the first in the state Postmaster's Program in Administration and Supervision, which would lead to principal licensure in elementary or secondary education. This is the first program in the state. So this program is open to candidates who must possess a master's degree, and then they would complete a sequence of 18 graduate credit hours that would lead to an educational specialist degree. And those 18 graduate credit hours would then lead to principal licensure. The program proposal was received by the State Department of Education in July of 2024. Similar to the previous program, it went through a rigorous external peer review process where it was evaluated by subject content experts within the field. After being awarded or given preliminary approval, the proposal moved to the PRC, where it was reviewed and evaluated again. It moved through the approval process at the PRC, and now it sits with you. So the South Carolina Department of Education recommends that the State Board of Education approve NGU's Postmaster's Program in Administration and Supervision for the preparation and certification of candidates in the fields of elementary and secondary principal.
So what I understood was part of that will be an internship.
Yes, ma'am.
So it's coursework and an internship.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
In order to be a program that prepares that prepares you to be a principal, there is an internship component. Yes, ma'am. It
Okay.
has to include
Okay.
that. Yes, ma'am.
That's part of that 18 hours.
Yes, ma'am.
And all of our principalship programs follow NELP standards, which include, I think, 100 hours minimum
Yeah.
for the state requirements
Yeah.
of internship.
Yeah. That's a long 100 hours, I can tell you.
And is this certification K-12 or is it?
So, sure.
See
Yes, ma'am.
that,
We're going to tag team here. Right now, elementary or secondary, if Regulation 4364 is approved over at the General Assembly, which we hope it will be this session, we would transition to that PK-12. So these preparation programs are aware that the regulation is under review, that the recommendation is to make that one comprehensive grade span, so they would be able to make those changes. And it's really the internship component that is the only difference between an elementary principal program and a secondary principal program.
But they would not have to do a second internship once, if that passes.
So this would be for candidates, this program, for instance, would start fall of this
Okay.
year. So they will have to make the shift, and my guess is they will go ahead and make that shift this fall. The deadline or the timeline established in the draft of the regulation is, I think, September 1, 2026.
Okay.
But most of these programs are already positioned to make that internship change now. So, and they're ready for it. They really want to move in this direction.
I guess from what we heard, that they were encouraging us to do that.
They were.
Right.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
I have a question. Will the praxis be a part of that process?
For certification, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
The praxis is, yes, ma'am.
Any other questions? Any other questions? Do I hear a motion for us to approve the North Greenville University Postmaster's Program in Administration and Supervision?
Madam Chair, Beverly Frierson, I move that we approve the North Greenville University Postmaster's Program in Administration and Supervision.
We have a motion. Do I have a second?
Mathis, second.
All those in favor of the motion, please signify by saying aye. Anyone opposed? You're still up.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Last thing, I promise.
This is it, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
This is another new educator preparation program. This is at the University of South Carolina at Aiken, Masters of Education and Educational Leadership.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. This is the last program that I have for you today, and that is a Master's in Education in Educational Leadership submitted by USC Aiken. This program proposal was received by the State Department of Education in August of 2024. Similar to the prior two proposals, it also went through a rigorous external peer review process in which content area experts reviewed the proposal. It received preliminary approval from the external peer review team. It then progressed to the PRC, where it was reviewed once again. It was approved by the PRC, and now this program is being presented to you. It is the recommendation of the South Carolina Department of Education that the State Board of Education please approve the USC Aiken's MED for the preparation and certification of candidates in the field of elementary and secondary principal, please.
So they had no Masters in Educational Leadership prior to this?
They did, but it did not lead to certification in principalship, so there is a change in that. And so this is what they submitted to us.
Who would have thought? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do we have a motion to approve the University of South Carolina Aiken's Master of Education in Educational Leadership?
Madam Chair, I make the motion to approve the new educator preparation program at the University of South Carolina at Aiken.
Madam Chair, Beverly Frierson, I second the motion.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you, Jessica.
Thank you.
Now I think it's Jacqueline's time. This is just for information from the PRC, provider and program updates.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. So the SCDE received notifications from some educator preparation providers that don't require state board approval, but we just want to keep you abreast of the things that are happening in our providers. So I'll try to quickly go through these for you, and feel free to let me know if you have any questions. First, Anderson University has updated their BS in secondary math education to eliminate 2 courses and replace with a third mathematics elective. The program will require 36 total credit hours, and this is really to align more closely with other programs in South Carolina. Charleston County School District's Teach Charleston, which is an alternative certification pathway, has added the certification field of English for Speakers of Other Languages, or ESOL, and it will begin offering that as a certification field in 2025-26 academic school year. Clemson University has terminated its special education learning disabilities track from the BA and MED special education offerings. However, Clemson now offers the special education multi-categorical field for education for those purposes. Coastal Carolina University has modified the middle-level preparation program so that candidates can be certified in one subject area instead of two. Converse University will decrease the required program credit hours in the MED and art education from 36 to 30 hours. And again, that better aligns with other programs in our state. The Southern Association of Colleges and Schools Commission on Colleges, or SAC-COC Board of Trustees, reversed the action to place Erskine College on probation for good cause and removed the institution from warning with no additional report necessary. Erskine College's accreditation is now reaffirmed, is really what that means. So the next institution's reaffirmation for regional accreditation will occur in 2032. Francis Marion has terminated the MED and MAT programs in special education learning disabilities. However, again, they also offer special education multi-categorical. Greenville County School District's Greenville Alternative Teacher Education Program, or GATE, has included an additional pre-service institute to better meet the employment needs of the district, so they'll offer a second starting session. Lander University now offers the BS in Secondary History for certification in the field of social studies. This was effective January 1st, 2025, and the program did go through a rigorous review to ensure that all requirements were met to certify in the field of social studies. Rather than history. The South Carolina Public Charter School District, Charter Inspire, which is their alternative certification pathway, will now offer alternative certification in the fields of physical education, art, dance, and music education. Charter Inspire will also implement its programs in 4 new charter schools beginning in the 2025-26 academic year. University of South Carolina Beaufort has added an online delivery track for the MED and literacy programs beginning in fall of 2025. And lastly, Winthrop University has updated the degree name of their art education program from a BA in art to a BFA in art. And this change was a result of a recommendation from the National Association of Schools of Art and Design. So that is all the information I have to bring to you today. I thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Jacqueline. Appreciate it. Is there a motion to place action items 1, 2, 3, and 4? Those are the 4 new programs that we've talked about on the consent agenda.
Mathis makes a motion to place action items 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the consent agenda.
Is there a second?
Beverly Frierson, I second the motion.
We have a motion, and it has been seconded. All those in favor of, please signify by saying aye. Anyone opposed? The motion carries. We have no other business. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Madam Chair, I make the motion that we adjourn.
Do we have a second?
I second Frierson Beverly.
We have had a motion and a second. Please signify if you're in agreement by saying aye.
Aye.
The motion carries. Thank you very much for us to quickly go through since we're so far behind. Thank you.